So I was speaking with a couple recently. They had sought me out because they were trying to repair some broken trust in the relationship. The guy in the relationship was doing some, let's say, shady things. He was sending some messages to an ex. He was saying he was doing one thing late at night with a friend, but it turns out he was dropping off a girl at her apartment. Just generally not great behavior if you're in a committed relationship. And at some point in the conversation, I asked them, what's the goal here? Are you guys looking to build a life together and get married and the whole thing? And they both mutually agreed that, yeah, we want to do that. So I said, hey, that's awesome, but let's make sure that we are working on this trust thing, because if we don't fix this thing here, it's going to get worse down the road. I also said that, hey, if we're going to do this, you guys both have work to do. She's going to have to learn to accept what has happened and find a place to forgive, while he is willing to dig in and do the work to repair that trust, both by changed behavior and a meaningful apology along with some ownership. I turned to him and I asked him genuinely, are you willing to do that work? And he kind of shrugged his shoulders and got defensive and said, well, I guess I have to. You know, guys are persecuted online. They're always the ones that are in trouble. Girls are perfect. They're angels, but I guess I have to walk through the fire if I have to. I said, yeah, you know what? You're right. There are some negative perceptions out there about men, especially in romantic relationships, and how they might be doing shady things. But I promise you, we're not talking right now in this moment because of what happens on the internet. We're talking about some choices that you made that may have broken trust within your relationship. And I just wanted to point out that, yeah, men do have some shitty perceptions out there, some things that are said about us and how we operate and how we show up to romantic relationships. But here's the thing. Those perceptions don't exist by just random chance. They exist because guys make shitty mistakes and they don't own up to the behavior and choose to get defensive and act like it's not a big deal. So if you're a guy that's watching this, if you want to clean up the perception that is there for men that exists, when you fuck up, which you will, because it's inevitable, you are imperfect, take ownership, take accountability, and clean up your mess instead of pointing a finger or trying to find a scapegoat so you don't feel guilty about the shitty behavior that you're exhibiting. I'm human, you're human, we're going to fuck up. I have before, and I'm sure you have too. But when we sidestep that behavior and act like it's somebody else somewhere that has made us do this thing, we are creating the perception that everybody else is shitting on us with. So if you want to clean up that mess with me, I just encourage you to take ownership for your behaviors and own them full throttle. Okay? Thanks.